MOVAO's patented force plate system features two modes, peak mode and exercise mode. Peak mode is used to objectively assess leg muscle strength and is the default mode upon first use. Each display has a large number that shows the highest force exerted for each leg. Keeping the highest force allows the patient several tries to increase their 1 rep max. Exercise mode is used for active exercises and strength development. In exercise mode, the maximum muscle force from the previous peak force test is mapped to the LED light bars for visual biofeedback. The right force plate features a touchscreen display showing the force applied in large numbers. The 0 button resets the force plates when pressed. The settings button is used to calibrate each force plate, and the pounds/kilogram button switches the units from pounds to kilograms and vice versa. The screen on the left force plate is not a touchscreen, but simply a display. Any adjustment of force plate settings should be done from the right display. The maximal isometric strength test, or the MIST, must be performed at the start of each session to set the exercise intensity dosage. To perform the MIST, hold down the third row of buttons on the hand controller for the standardized testing position, which is 45 degrees of hip flexion, 45 degrees of knee flexion, and 10 degrees of ankle plantar flexion. Zero out the force plates if needed. Unlock the carriage and assist the patient to 45 degrees of knee flexion and lock the carriage. Use a goniometer for optimal results. Next, instruct the patient to cross their arms and on command, push as hard as possible through the legs for 5 seconds. 1, and push. Good, push. Good, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Great job. The peak isometric force will be recorded and displayed for the right leg and the left leg. The total peak force is located on the top left display. Perform the strength test 2 or 3 times, and the highest measurement achieved will be recorded as the peak muscle force. At this point, make sure to document the right, left, and total peak muscle force. Upon entering exercise mode, these numbers will disappear, as no patient information is stored on the force plates. Yep, you beat yesterday's numbers. Great job. If the patient is unable to perform the test due to a cognitive impairment, simply lean into one force plate to establish a working weight, then advance to exercise mode. To begin the training session, press the peak icon on the touchscreen on the right force plate to switch from peak mode to exercise mode. The peak force, or the 1 rep max, is now mapped to 100% of the LED display. The green zone is 0 to 50% of the 1 rep max. The yellow zone is 50 to 90%. This is the optimal zone to build muscle strength. And the red zone is 90 to 100% of a 1 rep max. For example, let's say a patient's peak force is 30 pounds on the right leg. Well, when we advance to exercise mode, 50% of peak force will be at 15 pounds. This is data-driven exercise prescription. Educate the patient on a slow and controlled squat down to approximately 45 degrees. Visual biofeedback of the LED display can be used to promote symmetrical weight bearing during the squats. Try to get some weight over to the left. You want to try to equal those lights out. There you go. We're at 60% of your 1 rep max. Come on down nice and slow and push. Weight shifting exercises can also be performed with static standing using the LED display. Put all that weight over onto one side, weight shifting. Lap it on the right. Great job.